What's up anomalies, and welcome to a brand new video. This video will be more of a meta discussion on the Dream SMP instead of talking about a specific character. Specifically the Dream SMP's plot holes. Now if you've been around with the Dream SMP for a long time, you'll know that there are a few plot holes. Now I'm not going to be talking about the main problem of the Dream SMP, which is streamer versus canon, but I'm going to be talking about a type of that problem, which is basically just plot holes. This isn't the problem of Wilbur's writing, this is just the problem with doing RP, is that there will be plot holes. Currently I'm doing RP in my own Discord server, and I'm going to talk about that soon. And there are just so many plot holes, because it's all freestyle, it's all freelance, and no one actually ever really plans that much, except for like big events. So of course there will be plot holes. I just want to talk about a select few in this video and see what you guys think. Before this video begins, of course, make sure to subscribe, please. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for 9,000 subscribers. That is completely awesome. Anyway, on with the video. Number A, the afterlife. You see, the afterlife in the Dream SMP, in my opinion, is like one of the most plot hole filled areas in the whole of the Dream SMP. In the very first stream, when we actually get to see inside of the afterlife with Tommy, Wilbur knows Tommy. He also knows Schlatt, and he also knows that Quackity is, well, not Quackity, sorry, Mexican Dream is there. But then when Wilbur is resurrected and he comes back, the afterlife is completely different. He was all alone, and the only person he ever saw was Tommy. But this clearly isn't true, because Jay Schlatt himself specifically said that Wilbur often visited the gym. So, was Wilbur trapped in this train platform? Was he lying? Or was this just a lapse in writer's judgment? And if everyone's afterlife is different, does that mean that the gym is Schlatt's afterlife? But then how can Tommy see Schlatt in Mexican Dream? And why was Schlatt asleep in the afterlife? That was never brought back up. So can you sleep in the afterlife? Is sleep required? What happens when you sleep? Do you dream? If the world is torture, why don't you just sleep? Learn how to lucid dream, then you can basically just do infinite things whenever you want. You're no longer trapped in this infinite black bubble. Schlatt was supposedly sleeping for months, which means that you can just stay sleepless forever? Also, yet again, to bring it back up, but the Ghostbur anomaly, like, what is Ghostbur? Everyone else, Glatt is just dead Schlatt, but Ghostbur is not dead Wilbur. They were completely separate entities. So what is Wilbur doing? What is the afterlife? What is the afterlife? Like, we need some explanation, like, right about now. Also, how do canon lives work? I know I've promised a canon lives video for like a month and a half, and I'm sorry, but it's a very daunting task to answer such a big question. You know what? Fuck it. I'll promise it for 10k. I'll start working on it now, and hopefully I can get it done before 10k, because it'll be like a really big video. Speaking of big videos, sorry, like self-reproduced, but episode 3, the art is almost done for my show. Episode 3, SCP Uncontained, Poggers. Also, there's gonna be a Pokemon video coming out soon. Please watch that. It's gonna be taking so much effort. It's gonna be a really good video. Sorry, back to the video. Okay, number B, Dream's form. What the fuck is Dream's form? Honestly, what the hell is it? There's just so many different variations of people saying different shit. Some people call him a blob because the green is supposed to be a green screen. But then again, some people call him a person and he's humanoid and he has arms. But the blob doesn't have arms, and he's also wearing a mask. But if the blob is his face on his chest, is the mask on his chest? Or is he... How did he beat Tommy to death? Did he stamp on him with his little stubby feet? Why are people so scared of... He's just a blob, you can squish him. He's like a 1.5 block tall. You can literally like jump over him. No, you can't. But you can with jump boost. How did he hold so much armor? Why did anyone respect him? He's just a blob. He's a blob. Also, why isn't he way more powerful? He's so small, he can just fit into way smaller spaces and then he can just beat people up. Or is Dream actually a guy in a green hoodie because he's been called a Green Man? So does he have green skin? Is that green skin not actually a green screen, but instead actually his skin? Because, like, literally in the L'Manberg Revolution, suck it green boy, so he's obviously has a green color skin. Does that mean that he has green skin? Or does that mean that he's wearing like, green clothes? Like, fan artists draw him as this hooded kind of hunter figure, but that's never been said to be canon. And if it has, there are like 100 other streams where people have said completely different things about Dream's appearance. Has Dream like never written down what his character actually looks like in the lore chat or something? Like in the server? Like does no one know? Also the timeline. What the fuck is up with the timeline? How old are these people? Because there are just different sources for different things. Tommy himself has said that he is his own age, so he's 17, which means he was like 9 in the L'Manberg Revolution, because apparently time works differently and it's not actually months after months. But then the streamers reference it as a month, so he's been dead for 6 months, even though he's technically been dead for more than that. because, wait a second, how does time move? Because at several points, the L'Manberg War was supposed to take several years, and yet, from the point of Wilbur's death to current, they count it as just like real life months, even though, technically, it shouldn't work like that. Because quite literally, in between, like, the exile was supposed to take 2 years, wasn't it? I swear to God, someone said the exile took like 2 years. That's why Tommy was so scratched up. It wasn't just like a few weeks. It was genuinely 2 years of Tommy being trapped on an island with Dream. So that means that he's been dead for more than 6 months. He's been dead for at least over 2 years. Also, how old is Michael? And also, how does that work? And also, wait, does Rambo and the timeline just bruh. So how old is Schlatt? How old is Wilbur? Most importantly, how fucking old is Tommy? Because I'm pretty sure several people have said that he's in his like mid to late 20s, but Tommy acts surprised when Wilbur says that he looks older. He acts as almost like he hasn't changed, even though canonically it's been at least 2 years. So was he 20? Speaking of timeline, age. How does age work in the thing? Because Filza is centuries years old. You would think at that point, when someone is that old, that they wouldn't really give a shit about anything. Also, does Filza have more kids? Because if he's centuries years old, there's no chance he doesn't not have more kids. But if all of his kids died, is that why he wasn't that upset by Wilbur's death? Because all of his other kids are straight up dead? Wait, does that mean that he has does that mean he has great-grandchildren? Wait a second. In the lore, doesn't that, he has like great-grandchildren, like in the lore, like walking about? What the fuck? What if Wilbur's his great-grandchild? What? Also, how does biology work in the Dream S? How does it? Safundi is canonically a fox, and Schlatt is part ram. So can animal and humans just kind of hybrid? I mean, Wilbur had his wife Sally the salmon, but how would that work biologically? I kind of don't want to know. But then, so is everyone like human mixed with other animals, or is everyone just human? Or is only specific people animals? Is Tubbo a ram? Is Tubbo a sheep? Is Tubbo a bee? Is Technoblade a pig person or a guy wearing a pig suit? Or is he a pig that gains sentience? And how did he gain sentience if he was a pig? Is there some sort of magical spell? And what's foolish? And what are the fucking canon heights in this? What? These aren't plot holes anymore. These are just questions. I'm just shouting about. I shouldn't have made this video because I'm just confused. Because Foolish is like super big, and he's also a totem of undying. Does that mean that someone made him? Like, are totems made? Because not every totem is him, but he can make totems into his children. So does that mean can he make non-living things live? Or was he non-living at one point? Was he created? Was he built by Dream XD? Is Dream XD God? Is he? Or is he one of the many deities? And who's the strongest being in the Dream SMP? Is Technoblade actually the Blood God? Does he worship the Blood God? Because when Technoblade was like notified that the Blood God was an actual thing, and like I think it was 40k Warhammer or whatever, he was like, I was worshipping this person, and I was like, does that mean that he is worshipping the Blood God, or does that mean that he wasn't worshipping the Blood God, but people? Anyway, I don't know if you enjoyed, but I hope you did. I descended into madness, so hope you enjoyed that. That wasn't how this video was supposed to go, but yeah, hope if you want more of me, because I have so many more questions. What is Nikki? What? Okay, enough of. Okay, I'm not gonna stop thinking about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. We're on our way to 10k. It's gonna be super awesome. I'm gonna hit it by the end of the month, hopefully. And I'll see you guys next video. If I don't see you there, I'll see you next life. If I don't see you there, see you on the flip side. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you in the void. Bye bye. Love ya.